instructor at the Crescent School of Gaming and Bartending in Las Vegas, Nevada, and today we are going to be talking about isolating the number and clearing the layout in Roulette. To help you better understand this concept, we're going to flip the camera around and give you a dealer's perspective. So here we have the table nice and set up for isolating the number and clearing the layout. As you can see, we don't have any outside bets because at this point you guys should have already seen how to remove the outside bets. Now we're going to just focus on isolating the number. So after we've marked the number, we're going to use a maximum of 4 movements, okay? So here we have, starting closest to the dealer, we're going to push these chips out to these lines here. You want to clear like a whole row. So that was 1 motion, 2, 3. So that's how you will isolate the number. Once you've cleared the area all around the number, you are then going to start sweeping the layout. Make sure that you sweep the layout starting farthest from the wheel. Make sure when you go to clear the layout, you do not stare at your hands. You need to keep your eyes open to the entire layout, making sure that they are not tampering with any of the bets. We're going to sweep, and we are not going to allow there to be a bunch of them just kind of like dragging along. We're going to bring them all the way over here and make sure that we push them back into our mucking area. Now, I turned my head a little dramatically. Don't do that. When you're actually grabbing these and pushing them back, I don't want you to look over there when you push them back. You need to just naturally go from here and back, still keeping your eyes on the layout. So we showed you how to isolate the number when it's like in this area, but what if it happens close to the zeros? You don't want to be pushing bets into an area where it shouldn't go, which you can see here we have some actual money here. We do not want to be pushing those chips directly into them. So if this happens, we're going to just grab them, throw them off to the side, and then you're going to follow the same rules that you followed over here. Push out, push out, push out, making sure it's like a full row over. Then when I go to isolate, or when I go to sweep the layout, I'm going to do it farthest from the wheel, making sure I do not look at my hands and then push back, making sure I don't leave a big old trail. And then I can go ahead and pay this bet. Now I'm going to show you one more scenario. So now we're moving on to the 31st Street rule. If any of these numbers hit on the 31st Street, you're going to follow this procedure. You're going to pick these ones, making sure not to go over the bet, you go around. And you can toss these over here because none of these numbers have 1. You are again going to follow the same rules with pushing these bets out. Do not bring them this way. Always push out, trying not to do more than 4 motions. And then from here, you are then going to sweep the layout, being sure not to stare at your hands. So let's review everything we learned. The number is 21 red odd. From here, we're going to isolate the number, making sure to push out and not towards us, not doing more than 4 motions. We always start farthest from the wheel, not staring at our hands. We're keeping our eyes on the entire layout. Then from here, we're going to take care of the rest, making sure we do not look at our hands. And then you're ready to pay this bet. Here's another one for you, but this time with a little bit more bets and more colors. The number is 17 black odd. After you mark the number, follow the same isolation rules that we spoke about before. So here we have 1, 2, 3. Then start furthest from the wheel, not looking at our hands, and push to the mucking area. Same thing, not looking at our hands, making sure no one's tampering with bets. And then from here, you will pay these bets. If you're ready to move on to the next step, check out this video over here. And don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. If you found this video helpful and you would like to show some support, you can buy us a coffee in the link below. Did you know that the Crescent School of Gaming and Bartending accepts grants, and if approved, all training is free? Plus, you might even get an extra $500. Well, currently, the owner of the school is offering a free coffee for anyone who comes in to apply. Think of it as a way of us saying thank you. And don't forget to let them know that Byron and Erika sent you.